I had several conversations I would have loved to have with you. However, this is the one I've chosen. It looks like a lot of people are also reacting to it. And it looks like one of the biggest stories for today. So let's quickly look at what the story is about before I introduce my guest on the show. Now, the Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, Nyesom Wike, says the leadership of the All Progressives Congress, APC, and the People's Democratic Party, PDP, are united in Rivers State ahead of the next elections. Now, former Rivers State Governor, who has been in a face-off with his successors in the life of our state, is during a Thanksgiving service by federal lawmaker Senator Inada Impigi in Kuruma, Thai local government state. Now, he said he is confident that his political camp will defeat any opposition, and maybe I should emphasize on that, any opposition in the 2027 elections. Now, some would say, is it too early about 2027? But listen to the FCT Minister, former Governor of Rivers State. Now, it's before what you guys quickly look at some reaction. One of the most prominent reaction is the reaction from a camp of the APC. I'm talking about Emeka Ike, who is in some legal battle and fighting for the chairmanship of the party in the state. Now, you would remember not long ago the National Working Committee of the party in Rivers State and put up temporary, structure as leadership of the party, where we have Tony Okocha in active capacity heading the party in the state. Some other people also have J.C. Williams is a lawyer, also a member of the APC, is a stakeholder of the APC. On the show, J.C. Williams, good morning to you.
Thank you. Good morning.
All right. Sorry for bringing the show on very short notice, but it's good to have you nonetheless.
It's okay. Thank you.
All right. So, you listened to what the former governor said. Given the history in Rivers State, where we've had politicians target each other's jugular, it's been, like a war zone in terms of the political space. Is this good news? APC, PDP united in Rivers State. Is this good news?
Thank you for having me.
Okay.
To be very frank with you, I didn't really hear what the FCT minister said.
Okay.
I couldn't just I couldn't get it, maybe because of the voice or something.
Okay.
But I heard what I'll comment based on what he just presented. He said, is it not a good news that the APC PDP is coming together and all that? Canada, honestly, this morning I feel so disappointed, because in Nigeria of today, people are hungry. People are dying of hunger. Nothing to eat, no money, and somebody is busy talking about how nobody will win him in 2027. Is it what we should be hearing at this point? You see, look, when I introduced this, I almost said, look, I don't want to talk. I don't want to, because it's really, I don't know. I'm just being very careful on what to say. 2020, we're 2020. Nigerians are crying, no food. And what matters to somebody is how Rivers people, PDP, APC will come together and nobody will win him in 2027. Is it what we are supposed to be hearing now? Okay, let us even leave that. Canada, this person that have done a rally for PDP, APC, when this PDP, APC come together, which party? Are they going to APC? Are they going to PDP? If the person is telling us, look, I'm a member of so party, and I am taking people from this other party to this other party, but the APC, PDP are coming together to form which party now?
But is it JC now? Is it not a good thing in the sense of Rivers people will now have all the politicians?
Canada is democracy.
Okay.
It's not a good thing that we should operate a one-party system. It's not a good thing. How can you call that a good thing? That one person will feel, everything that must happen in Rivers State must be him, must be centered around him. How is it a good thing? Okay, that APC, PDP, and any other party come together. So whenever there will be election, there will be no everybody will just be up and one.
But there are other political parties. It doesn't necessarily. I mean, there's Labour Party, Accord Party.
You and I know that in Rivers State. You and I know the truth that in Rivers State, it is either APC or PDP, at least for today. You know that. You know that.
But you also know that there are rumors and there are people who believe that the Labour Party did very well in the previous election in Rivers State.
Canada. See, Rivers State is a peculiar state.
Okay.
Rivers State is a peculiar state. You are okay since after the election, since after the 2023 election. Have you heard much about the other parties?
Okay.
The answer is no.
Okay.
It is PDP, and that is why the maker of that statement said that PDP, he too, was very categorical. PDP, APC are coming together. My point is, PDP, APC are coming together. Is it to float a party on which party?
As a member of the APC, are you part of this amalgamation? Are you part of this unification? I'm wondering.
Let me tell you this. There's no amalgamation. Remember, when the issue of caretaker of APC came up, remember, I was in your studio, and I said that something is happening somewhere in Africa. That is why an individual wants to control both PDP and APC. Say no, is it that I'm just speculating? I say this is what is playing out. And let me tell you something. Do you know, the governor of Rivers State today is the PDP
member? Yeah.
Is the PDP member. Yeah. Now, let me even tell you the point. The so-called APC caretaker committee chairman. Sometimes you hear him. Is he talking APC or is he talking PDP? Because the aim of this whole thing is that both the PDP and the APC caretaker or chairman, as it is, of course, no two of them are from Obiato. So when you see them talk or when you hear them talk, what you hear obviously is that they are trying to protect what it is. That is the point. So it's not a question of amalgamation or that. There is no amalgamation. They tell each other. One person want to be in control of APC, PDP.
But when you say one person wants to be in control, is it a reality? Is he now? I'm using your words. Is he being able to control, the members in the APC and the members in the PDP? I'm just wondering. I'm asking.
Let me tell you something.
I'm listening.
Let's not pretend like the caretaker committee today in APC was brought by this same man. The caretaker committee that the list was brought by this same man. And the PDP.
I thought it was the National Working Committee.
Look, well, that's what you would think. I said you are not a politician.
Okay.
Right? You say that.
Yeah.
The truth is that National Working Committee, we agree. Who sent the names of these people to the National Working Committee? Who sent the names is the same person. Who asked Desmond Akawa to resign and come to Abuja to become whatever, to pay a chairman. Is this a person? So he's in control of the party because he's in control of the APC, PDP, and that him now is amalgamation. Well, I wish him well. But
Okay.
any reasonable person, if any reasonable person is now to be talking about 2027, how nobody will win. Well, maybe God has a review tomorrow, so that happens.
Okay. Before we get to 2027, let's come back to the current political drama happening in Rivers State. You and I have talked about it before. The former governor and his successor having running, and the disagreement. Let's leave it like that. I remember the governor said it's a father and son problem. We've seen the signing of some agreement. Call it the 8-point agenda. I call it the Abuja Accord. This statement by the former governor, FCD minister, is this a statement to say that the problem is yet to end? Is this a statement to say that I'm in charge of the structure in Rivers State, and come 2027, anybody who dares, including maybe the governor, we would win that? You think that is where this statement, or what this statement is trying to imply?
Canada, the answer to the question is yes. You know why I say so?
You tell me.
The person, is based in Abuja. And remember, there was one period I was in your studio, and I said something, and I will say it again. With due respect to the presidency, the problem with Rivers State today as I speak, is partly or majorly caused by the president. And let me tell you something. That is why this same can boast that structure of Rivers State is in his hands. Canada, let's tell ourselves the truth. You see, there is a governor, whether we like it or not.
Okay.
There is a governor. There is no reason any reasonable person would want to position himself and do the work of the governor when the person is on the top. Let me tell you, see that so-called 8-point agenda. We will get to the end of it. I am not a PDP member. But for somebody to sit down in Abuja and tell a state, be represented by the governor, that a budget that has been represented, that have been presented and passed, should be re-represented. My brother, it's laughable.
All right.
Now, waiting for governor of Rivers State.
All right. JC, sorry, I have to pause you now. I'm really sorry. We have a commercial coming up. After the commercial, we'll continue. Please stay tuned.
For more talk, news and sports, stay tuned to Nigeria Info.
Crossfire with Kala Dakuru Batubo. And we're looking at the statement credited made by the FCT minister that there is the amalgamation, there is the unification of the APC, that is the All Progressives Congress, and the People's Democratic Party PDP in Rivers State. And I'm wondering, I've got a lot of questions in my mind. My guest has been answering some questions. I have J.C. Williams via the phone, is a lawyer and is a member of the APC, and we've been looking at the possibility of this unification. We've been looking at the possible impact on Rivers State. Welcome back on the show, J.C. Williams. It's good to have you.
Thank you, Canada.
So just before the commercial, you were talking and you were telling me how this is, impacting or influencing the current political drama happening in Rivers State, with the major actors being the governor, Siminalayi Fubara, His Excellency, and the former governor, Nyesom Wike, His Excellency. So can you continue with your train of thoughts, please?
Yes, the point I was making is the only amalgamation, according to the maker of that statement, is that he has succeeded in being a caretaker in APC, and of course in control of partly the leadership of PDP.
Okay.
Because both the chairman in PDP and the caretaker chairman in APC are both his boys from Obia local government.
Okay.
That said, let me just for something I saw on the social media, that Chief Emeka Beke went for a function somewhere also, and then met the FCC minister, and then they changed pleasantry. Because politics, no politics, they are rivers people. And then I must tell you, Canada, I haven't seen or spoken to Emeka Beke before. I haven't spoken to him for a long time. I haven't seen him for a long time. But the Emeka Beke I know, not and will not be part of that amalgamation. If that is part of his well-promoted statement of amalgamation, I can tell, even with that hearing from Emeka Beke, that is not correct.
Okay.
Emeka Beke will not be a part of that. I know that people change, but the Emeka Beke I know cannot. I
always say never vouch for anybody. Anything can happen. And in politics, there is
I know that people change.
Okay.
You understand?
Yeah.
I say that I know that people change. But that the Emeka Beke, I know. I haven't seen him for a long time. We haven't spoken. But that I know that he cannot go to Wiki for that kind of amalgamation.
Okay.
He will not.
But J.C. Williams, now would
Yes.
such amalgamation not benefit Rivers State? Like I said, right from 1999, we've had political crisis here and there. We've had politicians fight themselves. Some people even think that, the 1999 period, we had political assassinations due to the death of a very prominent politician in Rivers State. I don't want to mention names now. And we've seen that fight, move from 1999 to 2007 to 2015. Now we're in 2024 and we're still seeing all of these characteristics. Don't you think such unification will impact Rivers State, and just maybe we would have the governance that a lot of people are clamoring for?
Yes, the peace is good. Unification is good. You understand? That is against anything that will bring development and prosperity in Rivers State. But the point is, that's where I want to understand. The person who is talking about the amalgamation, I've already started posting that by 2027, nobody will near them. The point is, when you amalgamate, because in the Nigerian constitution of today, it is political parties that sponsor candidates. Now, this amalgamation, when you amalgamate, according to him, which party now will they form another party, or is it a collapse of one party into the other? Because there must be that amalgamation must give back to a name of a political party, is it not?
But we've seen situations where parties support other parties, like in Goodluck's time, like in Buhari's time. When they were running for elections, other parties supported them without necessarily joining their parties.
I don't know about that. Like I told you, Rivers is a unique state.
Okay.
We are talking of political offices in Rivers State now. And you and I know that is not visible in Rivers State. See, if this person is telling me that, look, after election, okay, elections are over, please come together, let's work together. It's a different thing. But for the person to say, APC, PDP, will be amalgamated, yes, okay. The both chairmen of the both political parties are with the same. Now, the amalgamation, let him tell us. Because you remember that by 2027, nobody will near him. He will win. So let him tell us, this amalgamation will give back to which party? So that we'll begin to know early enough, so that we'll know that the man who is privileged to have seen tomorrow know what will happen, so that we'll key in.
All right.
That's my issue. There's nothing wrong in brothers and sisters coming together to develop this state. But it has to come through elections. Now, remember that this is the first time in the history of Rivers State that the technical committee chairman of a political party, being APC now, is the one who is even crying that they want local government election immediately. They want it this Saturday. They want it. The caretaker committee chairman is the one. Meanwhile, the government of the state is of the PDP. Meanwhile, the PDP appointed the state RESEC and all that. But it is interesting that it is the caretaker committee chairman of APC that wants local government election. Now, the point is back to what we're saying about amalgamation. Which party is the FCT minister now? Which party is the FCT minister? Or when he is done with amalgamation, which party will he sponsor? Which party will be that party will sponsor candidates for the local government election that is approaching? So these are the things that it doesn't look clear to me. So please, my concern is anybody we are in the Rivers State should not be a one-party state, because it's not going to help us. If that happens, it will just be a question of the person sitting there as usual and say, you go here, you go here, you go here, you go here, you go here. I will keep quiet. No, that is not democracy. Allow parties to exist. Allow parties to function. You can press your button as usual and win as usual. But let democracy take the shape of democracy in Rivers State.
All right. Let's open the phone lines now. We have 22 more minutes to the top of the hour. If you're just joining us, you're listening to the Morning Crossfire 92.3 Nigeria Info. And just so you know, this is what we're talking about.
The two leadership of the party now, APC, PDP is where can you find that unity? Which state? It's only Rivers where can find that unity. And that is what most people don't like. When they see people are united, what together, they find something how to make sure they are divided. But since we know, we have refused to be divided.
So they are united, the FCT minister says, and he says people will always want Rivers people to be divided, but they have refused to be divided along political lines. And APC and PDP, they are all, maybe one, we can say that, they're not one. But my guest is of a different opinion. He says it will be almost impossible to unite these political parties because one, there is political interest. And I am now asking you, the listener, given our political history in Rivers State, given how political interest usually trumps, public interest, is it going to be possible? And even if it is possible, is it going to be sustainable? This amalgamation, this unification of these major political parties in Rivers State? And most importantly for me, how will these benefit? Now, we always make reference to Lagos State, saying, oh, there is always continuity, for instance, and the people never really fight after elections. They let the government be. Are we going to now see that in Rivers State? Is that going to be replicated in Rivers State? Is that what this is all about? Or is this a continuation of the political drama happening in Rivers State? 20 minutes to the top of the hour. The phone numbers to reach me with here in the studio: 0817 923 0002, 0817 923 0003, 0817 923 0007, WhatsApp 0809 0306 We're live on Facebook, live on YouTube, active and very interactive on X, all platforms Nigeria in PH. All right, let's start with this message. It says, original APC and PDP cannot come together in this state. Let's allow time to play out. Water will always meet its level. He has the right to be ambitious as a person, but it's what the outcome will be. Elionu, indeed, another one. This was, I'm disappointed with the former governor, or with his statement when Nigerians are dying of hunger, and he's busy talking about 2027 election. People are busy clapping for him. KC Bama with that one. Bernard saying, good morning, Kalada. The former governor, not minister of FCT, should concentrate on delivering governance in Abuja and in Rivers State by extension. You said he should allow 2027 to rest. We are hungry at the moment, and government should do the needful to rest Nigerians. The FCT minister is losing his popularity, respect, and regard by the day. Ben from Port Harcourt. But let's start with this call. I've got Harry who's calling from D-Line. Harry, welcome. What is on your mind like to hear from me?
Good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Harry.
Let me align myself with your guest who said that it is so embarrassing that this season, when Nigerians are suffering, thinking what to eat and where to lay their head, the Minister of FCT, former governor of Rivers State, will come up at this particular moment to say that the unification and the APC PDP are in line with him, and that nobody will change him in 2027. When some things comes from some persons, to me, it doesn't look wonders again, because it has been his lifestyle. He will never consider other people, but always putting himself first and last. What will be the joy of Rivers people if APC and PDP come in agreement to support him and give him victory even in 2007? What will be his joy? I think he has to jettison this mindset when it comes to Rivers State. We need two-party system to be on. Except he's telling the world that he's still APC. It's not. PDP is their own. They have a leader, which is the governor of the state. He's the governor. And his leader go by constitution of the party. APC, they are also in court, even though he has moved his way to have Tony Okosha as an acting man. It doesn't matter to anybody. But you should know how to use the language in this region. We have a leader in PDP, and he has never told us that we are working in line with APC. Cannot be.
Harry, thank you very much. Let's move on now. Ibiso from Audley Road. Ibiso, good morning to you.
Yes, Canada, good morning.
Yeah, welcome. What is on your mind? Okay.
About the FCT minister. I laugh. Canada, from 2013 to date, I can narrate everything about this FCT minister.
We don't have time for that. Just go straight to the point.
No. I just want to. You see, the problem we have is today when the soup is sweet, your mother's soup is sweet. Tomorrow is bitter. The FCT minister is saying that APC and PDP are together. 2015, this same people preach against APC that APC is a betrayal partner. Go down to Jonathan. That time, Canada, if you are working on this minister, as commissioner or local government chairman, you cannot attend your brother's occasion. When you attend, we will go report and they will suspend you. Instead of telling us that they are collapsible. You see, my problem is the youth to know use their tongue and hand their teeth, because this same man will come to tell you that this same people that is wanting, they are betrayers. Right? If no one experienced this kind of thing in his life before, he will say A in the morning, in the evening, you say that no. He didn't say A. So any boy that have anything to do, go and also for yourself. Leave this man. All right. They are in peace, because the soup is sweet. Tomorrow the hotel or nothing. To me, I don't think this romance will last.
Okay, but you agree there's a romance.
I say that they are betrayers.
Okay. Thank you, Ibiso. I've got to go. Victor from Rumukrushi, welcome. What is on your mind, please? Tell me.
Okay, good morning.
Yeah, good morning to you.
The truth is that we want to make themselves gods of River State. But I don't think it will be possible.
Okay.
Because we are not Lagos.
Okay.
We know people like Lagos.
Okay.
They're trying to be the governor of the PDP, be the governor of the APC, be the governor of Labour Party, be the supervision everything in River State. It will not work. It will not work. Because from the session I told you, you remember we argued this thing. I said, this guy is trying to make this place a banana republic. But it will not work.
All right, thank you very much. I've got Churchill from Air Force.
Okay, good morning.
Yeah, good morning to you.
My name is Churchill.
I already know. So tell me what's on your mind, please.
I think what I want to say is that the former governor of River State, the current FCT minister, should rather concentrate on apologizing to River people for misleading us in voting for this present government as just hardship, and leave the current governors alone to govern River State, because it is very obvious and clear that the governor came to bed. You can see in few months, see all the turnarounds in River State. So we don't need the former governor to still interfere and distract the governor from doing what he's supposed to do.
All right.
He should concentrate on his duties as Minister of FCT in Abuja and leave River State alone.
Okay. All right.
Please.
All right, thank you very much, Churchill. Thank you, Churchill. Let's read some messages now. Let's start with what we have on Facebook. Ogu Ojun Justice says, Canada, help me ask the FCT minister, is APC not a cancer party again? Time will come that people without political integrity will be okay. I say no to violence, so I'm going to skip that. Clever Sonny says the FCT minister should tell Rivers people where he belongs and stop deceiving his supporters, because APC and PDP can never unite in Rivers State after all the intimidation against APC members in Rivers State since 2014 till today. Let's see. Indeed, I think I've read your message. Aleru Speed says, good morning, Canada. There is no amalgamation amongst these parties. One man is over there claiming leadership of the two major political parties in Rivers State, and it is very funny. We need a strong opposition to criticize the anti-people policies of the government and not to romance it. This one says, Kalada, how can you believe that opposition party will work with the ruling party? Wike should not be hiding under APC to cause crisis in PDP. Wike should be bold enough to tell Nigerians which political party belongs. Wike can be here and at the same time be there. All right, that's from Tangod Ability at Twegu. Let's look at WhatsApp and let's see what we've got there. Good morning, Kalada. The level of psychophancy, and I can't read that word on air, that we've been seeing recently is nauseating. When Wike was governor, he disparaged President Buhari, but the moment he lost his immunity, the story changed. Today, he praised Tinubu to high heavens. God help us. Fred with that one. This one says the FCT minister is not, a serious-minded person. I no longer believe in him. Every time while he's in Port Harcourt, he will be offered the microphone to drop one political bomb and disappears. by certain confusion in the state amongst people, political parties, and the government, does he not have any other thing to say other than dropping political bombs? All right, let's see this one. This one says, "Good morning. This is really uncalled for. People are hungry right now, and politicians are talking about 2027. It tells us how wicked and selfish our politicians can be. They are not bothered about the conditions of the citizenry. It's high time the citizens of the country should rise up and contend with this." Okay, I can read that part. "That have taken all that belongs to us all." Now, in defense, let me play devil's advocate. There's the other part where he said that we should be patient with the president because the president will turn things around, that the policies are only going to be tougher than now. Eventually, people will begin to benefit and begin to enjoy. But let's go back to the guest, JC Williams. Back to you. I want to ask this question. Politicians are already strategizing for 2027. There is the fight for the structure, evidently, like you have explained. Do you think the people should also begin to gear up? I know there is hunger in the land, like some people have said. But, I always would say politics beget policies, and policies enrich our pockets. So do you think that the people should also begin to get ready for the politics of 2027, maybe starting with the local government elections?
You see, Colin, I said it before. Thank you for having me.
Yeah.
No reasonable Nigeria, as I speak today, should be thinking, considering what Nigerians are facing and passing through. No reasonable Nigerian today should be talking about 2027. Anybody who does that, then we should check him very properly. Nobody. Look, Canada, the hunger in the land, the hunger is no problem for us, for anybody to begin to talk about how nobody will stand on his way to 2027. The question I ask that, is this person sleeping with God? Has God revealed to him tomorrow not to talk of 2027? Like I said.
But Jesse, he who fails to plans to fail. Is that not what motivational speakers say?
He who died in course of planning has achieved nothing. Hunger can kill.
Okay.
Anybody who likes this country should be planning of 2027 now. You should think of how to help people, how to make people eat. Not 2027. Yes, I agree with you. He who has failed to plan has to say, what are you actually planning 2027 to contest election or to win election? Are you God? Will you be even alive in 2027?
I mean, we don't wish anybody. We don't wish anybody death on the show.
We don't wish anybody death, Canada. You see, that's why our Lord Christ Jesus was teaching how to pray. He said, "Give us our daily bread. Give us our daily bread." He didn't say, look, if God can teach us to pray that way, why should we? This is 2024. Why should we be talking about giving us daily bread in 2027? That's why no reasonable person, any Nigerian who will be talking about 2027 now, we should check his mental state.
No, let's not get to that. Thank you very much. Let's not get to his mental state. Okay.
And Canada, let me also say this.
Yeah.
Please, with due respect to the president of the federal government of Nigeria, let me tell you something.
Okay.
The FCC minister says he's a PDP member. Abi?
Yeah.
The governor of Rivers State, Simfumbara, is a PDP member.
Yeah.
Now, let me take you back a little. When Buhari was president of Nigeria, Right Honorable PDP was a minister and was a member of APC, was the Director General of the campaign.
Okay.
The governor of Rivers State then, who is the FCC minister today, was always criticizing the federal government led by Buhari. Now, because he was always at loggerhead with the president as at then, Buhari, was working with Rotimi Amechi, who was the minister from the state. Right?
Can you hold this story, this thought? Another commercial break is upon us. When we come back, we'll just conclude your story and we'll wrap up, please.
It's okay.
Go for gold, Terra Gold Q.
Give me your final words, please.
Okay. My appeal to the president this morning, I've said it before, is that he should understand that there is a sitting governor in Rivers State.
Okay.
And treat him as such.
Okay.
A minister, since Tinubu became president, all the federal appointments, I was trying to narrate the story because of time. All the federal appointments that come to Rivers State, all of them, the minister nominated them.
All right.
Making the minister see himself as governor of Rivers State.
Okay, but
that's where the presidency gets wrong.
Okay, I would have to stop you at this point, but because there's no more time. But thank you very much. It's almost time for the news. Thank you very much once again, J.C. Williams.
You're welcome.
Jude.
Well, the conversations about the minister and the governor seemingly unabating. That's what we're here, and we'll be talking more about this on Hello Potaka in the coming week to come. So we have great conversations for you this morning. Stay tuned.
Actually, the governor was not mentioned in all of this conversation, but somehow we drag him into it. All right. Jude is up next with Port Harcourt, but first, the news around the world.
Talk radio. 92.3 radio.